Hello students, good morning. So we are going to start our new chapter number 2, which is named as More on Windows 7. You all know that Windows is an operating system, either it is 7, 8 or 10. So we are going to learn about Windows 7, which is an operating system, and we had already know about operating system. Operating system we had learned in class 5. Operating system is provide an interface to the user to understand our computer. It provides an interface to understand the user and the computer system or application softwares. So it is an interface between user and applications. Without operating system, our computer is a dumb machine. We all know that. And computer work controls our whole computer system. This also you know that. So let's start our chapter. Windows 7 is one of the most popular computer operating system. Windows has many utility programs for day-to-day applications. These applications are known as accessories. What are utility programs? Some programs which secures our operating systems, that are utility programs, and day to day some applications are run on our computer system. They all are versions, you can say that, or given by our Windows. So these applications are known as accessories. For example, calculator, notepad, Windows Media Player, sound recorder, system tools, etc. These all are examples of our utility programs, means accessories. These all work as accessories. So calendar, notepad, Windows Media Player, these all are some examples of these applications which are worked in Windows 7. Let us discuss some of these accessories. So let us discuss about these accessories. So our Windows accessories are Windows Media Player, calculator, notepad, recorder system, tools. So these are all accessories. We will discuss one by one. Let's see in your book. Look at the first topic, Windows Media Player. Windows Media Player runs and organizes the digital media files, both audio and video, available in the computer memory. So you know that Windows Media Player runs and organizes our digital media files. It organizes digital media files. It takes the record list of our videos and audios, and we can play our videos and audios with this application. You all know that. And it takes computer memory also. You know that if any video is playing, any audio is playing, it takes some memory. Either it is temporary memory to play, and where it is stored in permanent memory. So it is in computer memory. We can listen to radio stations from all over the world if the computer is connected to the internet. If computer is connected to the internet, this media player can allow you to listen radio stations also. 93.5, 92.7, all that. This software allows us to play, copy and create CD and DVDs. It can allow to play music, it can allow to copy your music, and it can allow to copy this music and paste it into your DVD and CD. Okay. It also helps to copy music and videos files to portable devices. What are portable devices? Like a pen drive. You can also copy your music or audio or video files in your pen drive also. You can transfer your files from your computer system to your portable devices from this Windows Media Player application. There is an option also. Copy CD to your computer. Now this is the process. We can copy songs from our favorite music CDs or DVDs onto our computers with Windows Media Player. When we copy songs from a CD to a computer, the process is known as write. So here is some, if you have a list of your favorite songs in your Windows Media Player, you had choose some songs as a favorite, you can copy that songs from your Windows Media Player and you can transfer it or paste it on your CDs and DVDs also. When we copy songs from a CD to a computer, this process is known as write. So it is a process when you are copying songs from CD to a computer. You are transferring your music from CD to a computer. This is known as write. After the songs have been copied to our computer, we can use Windows Media Player to play and organize the songs, create playlists, copy music to the portable devices. When your music is copied fully, you can now organize your songs and you can create some playlists also, and you can copy your music into your portable devices. Click on the Start button, select all programs, then choose Windows Media Player from the list. Insert an audio CD in the CD and DVD drive. When you will do this process, then insert your audio CD in the CD drive. You will see a list of songs stored on your CD in the Windows Media Player. So all the lists are opened in the Windows Media Player from your CD. Okay. Clear the checkbox next to any song that you do not want to write. You can use the checkbox at the top. Now you can clear the checkboxes which you don't want to copy or write. Now use the checkboxes at the top of the list to select or clear all the checkboxes at once. When you are done with the selection process, click on the Write CD button. When you had choose your all the selected audios, then click on the Write CD button. The writing process will start and you can see the write status of individual songs. To stop the writing process at any point, click on the Stop Write button. If you want to stop your writing process, you can click on the Stop Write button. Click on the Write Setting button to change the format, audio quality of the written music files, or you can keep the default Windows Media format setting. If you want to change your format setting, write setting, go to the write setting button and choose your quality of the audio. The songs are wiped to the Windows Media Player library. After the songs have been wiped, go to the library to play them. When your songs are all wiped onto your Windows Media Player library, it will save. Then you can play all the songs from your library. So this is the copy from CD to your Windows Media Player. In next video, we will discuss more about it. Thank you, class.